What up? It's D&D in the building. Purdue power. No ceiling. Yeah. Double D back, that's Derek and Dalton. Talking gold blood, Mackie been molten. Black and gold dreams, banners we folding. Paint crew loud, every rim gets swollen. Stats so clean, you think it's a scheme. History books get Purdue screen. From humble to E-Day, legends on replay. We run through Mars like it's just another weekday. Double the energy, talking that legacy. Boiler boys cooking, no recipe. Microphone magic, rivalry static. We breaking it down, keep it cinematic. You want the heat, better tune in fast.
Welcome back to the Double D podcast. My name is Derek, and as always, this is my co-host Dalton with a beautiful smile on his face. This is episode 8, talking sports in Purdue, where we bring you a new episode every Monday and Friday. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Leave us a comment. It does really help and helps us engage with our listeners. This episode, we will be talking the Purdue-Kentucky scrimmage that is upcoming in exactly 1 week, and season expectations, some preseason guesses on who wins some awards, some big games in football this weekend, and Purdue football, and then everything in between. We'll be dropping some history knowledge as always, and some blind rankings with some fun banter in between, and of course your quote of the day. Dalton, how you been? You got any plans this weekend? What's going on with you?
Doing great. I do have plans this weekend. Big plans. The chili cook-off is tomorrow in Wabash, Indiana. You will not be listening to this till tomorrow, but if you can make it, please do. 140 different kinds of chili. The whole park is covered in tents. It's a big competition. The greatest day of the year. Over Christmas, over Thanksgiving. I've missed it 3 years in a row because of DJing, and I'm back, baby. And I will be there at noon, waiting in a big old line because I want every minute of the experience. What about you, dude?
Dang, how do I top that? I do know you'll get a free colon cleanse at the end of that. That's one of the free perks that comes with that, which is nice. Yeah, we were going to go to that, but no, my daughter's got a soccer game tomorrow. So I think it's the last one of the year, so we'll be going to that. And then, man, we got a bunch of stuff to do around the house. We got to paint some stuff. I got to put a new TV stand and stuff together. So unfortunately, it'll be one of those non-working working weekends. But it's supposed to be kind of crummy out, especially on Sunday. So not too mad about it. I think there's some good college football games going on. There's some good scrimmages that have been happening. You know, the Michigan scrimmage just ended. They lost. But yeah, looking forward to this weekend getting some stuff done around the house. But yeah, let's just hop right into it here.
All right, there's some beef amongst the Purdue twinings. Is that a word? The
no
Purdue
idea.
twinings. We got some beef between some old cats. Raphael Davis just can never seem to just leave it alone, dude. The guy just has to constantly attack our teams like his team was the greatest thing to ever do it. This guy, I don't even know how he's an announcer. His bow ties are goofy. And I honestly can't stand the guy anymore. You know, it's like, I get being critical because you went through it, you've been through it. Your team sucked. You were not good. You know, what are your thoughts on it?
You know, it's so crazy. Like, you know, because people get on like Robbie Hummel, for instance, because he doesn't have a bias, but that's what his job is. But Hummel doesn't go out of his way to point and poke at existing current players who have done nothing but lift this program up. You know, I mean, going after Braden Smith to the point where Braden Smith makes his own posts, which he doesn't do often, on Twitter, just to say basically, haters gonna hate. I'm gonna keep working my butt off, and I'm gonna keep winning. Most people that hate are in a worse spot than you. Raphael Davis, and then he gets on these tangents where he's just gonna die on this hill, no matter how wrong he is, no matter how dumb his take is. You know, his take in this whole instance was, like your best player, Braden, should be guarding the point guard of the other team. Well, no, Bennett Sturts, for instance, who he was directly talking about, is 6'4". Braden's 5'10" to 5'11" tops. I don't care what his thing
Sturts is
says.
listed as 6'6".
There you go. Braden's not going to guard that guy. First off, because of height. Second off, why would you take the guy that has his ball in his hand 40 minutes a game and make him work double overtime on defense? It just
Right.
makes no sense. You're opening up foul trouble situations. It's just a dumb take. And then to sit there and defend it against, I mean, all the way up to like Ant Wright and a lot of these guys that have big accounts like that are just you're dumb. The sleepers guys came on did a 26-minute video today on how stupid this was.
Yep.
And I don't agree with them very often, but like this is something where it's like, dude, why are you attacking potentially, if he goes and wins a natty this year, the greatest player in Purdue history, when you, who averaged, let's not lie, over 2 steals a game last year defensively, where you averaged for your career about point 0.4. Yes, you got a lot of that credit for on-ball defense, and I brought this up arguing on him with him on Twitter. You had AJ Hammons behind you, maybe the greatest shot blocker in Big Ten history.
Right.
All of your weaknesses were covered up. You didn't have to worry about getting beat because you had a guy who averaged 3 blocks for his career behind you.
Right.
It's just one of those things where he does this. It's like once a week or once every 2 weeks. He's got to do something to poke the bear. He knows Purdue fans are borderline psychotic, and he says something he knows is going to throw everybody off, and he's going to start this big thing to get him some clout. And really, all it does is makes him look stupider and stupider every time he says something. And Purdue fans have caught on to it at this point. There used to be guys defending him. Well, he's a legend of the program. No, he's really not. He was about the fourth best player on his team.
Yeah.
Was he there in some of the rough years where we had to win because we didn't have any offense? We had to play defense to win. Yeah, but that's not Purdue anymore. Painter has flipped from defense, defense, defense to offense, offense, offense.
Yeah.
We're not that team anymore.
Going to be the number one offense. Let's talk about the rough years. Okay. Not no throwing shame at Painter. You go through it, young coach, whatever. We had some tough years. 2012 and 13, 16 and 18, 8 and 10. CBI quarterfinals. You're an embarrassment. Braden started his freshman year, and we lost a tough early game.
We were a 1 seed.
We were a 1 seed. I mean, with a freshman point guard, bub. Your sophomore year, Rafe, 15 and 17. Where was the sophomore jump? Missed the tournament.
Where was Purdue in the national title game?
14, 15, 21 and 13, 12 and 6 in the Big Ten, tied for third. You lost in the first round. Pathetic. 15, 16, 26 and 9. We already talked about this. You know why? It wasn't because of you, Rafe. It was because of Caleb Swanigan.
Yeah.
Your stats were garbage as a senior, and you lost in the first round again. Where was your defense? You want to talk about defense, rim protection, calling us the 12th best defense in the conference, whatever, that's statistical. So we still made the Sweet 16, one of the 16 best teams in the country, with the 12th best defense in the Big Ten. And Caleb First was our 5.
Not AJ Hammons.
I don't want to hear another word out of this dude. I'm glad that I'm blocked because he's a freaking moron.
He is, and he just keeps making an ass of himself over and over. The thing is, like, if you want to go be this guy on social media, whatever, why are you directing so much of this energy toward Purdue? When Purdue's been so good to you, the only reason you have this program you have up in your hometown where all these kids come and you can help all these kids is because you went to Purdue. Like
The
everything
job.
on the job you have working for Big Ten Network is because you went to Purdue. Like, and you want to trash guys like Braden Smith who are the exact, like he said something, what was it about? They didn't have any fight or any whatever that original tweet was. Like
Right.
basically called out their character. And you're telling me you're calling out a 5'11" kid who was a 200th ranked recruit who had nobody offered him but Toledo, comes in and becomes the best player in the country. That's the guy you're gonna challenge his integrity and his want to.
Yeah.
Crazy to me. Crazy to me. I wish he would shut up because personally, I liked Raphael Davis's teams because they did play hard. They weren't the best teams, but that was early Painter years where we had to start building a foundation. And the baby boilers came in, did a great thing. Rafe's group was kind of that transition when all them left that was like man, we're in trouble here for a little bit. And then Swanigan came in and then Carson, and then we kind of got back on track. But to be honest, in Painter's whole tenure outside of his very, very first year or two, this was the worst Purdue teams he's ever had was with Rafael Davis on it. So for
Rafe,
him, so for him to always come out and just scream, "You don't know ball, you don't know ball," that's his favorite thing to say. Rafael, there's a reason everyone disagrees with everything you say. Like, you can't be the only guy who knows ball here. I'm sorry, that's not how this works. Just because you played for Purdue, you won Defensive Player of the Year in an era where like no one played offense. Nobody cares, dude. Give
yeah,
it up. Like there was no good offensive players. Look at the guards right now versus then. It's just not the same. He'll bring up the one guard he played against that he locked down one time as he scored 1 point and had 2 rebounds. It's getting old, and I just wish he would shut up and just do his normal job and be a supporter of the program rather than a deterrent.
yep. Yeah, I think I just don't understand it, man. The guy blocks Purdue fans all the time for
Oh, constantly.
criticizing. I mean, he's pathetic as a human. I mean, the dude went to Law Lu. He was 6'6". I mean, how hard did you work? And your stats never changed.
No.
From your freshman to your senior year, you never improved.
Well, did you see Braden's dad hop in on this?
Oh yeah, that was
He
my
comes
favorite
in and
part.
posts Raphael's stats where he averages a career like point 0.4 steals and point 0.4 blocks. Like, oh, you're such an elite defender. You
Yeah,
averaged a fifth of the steals Braden does
yeah,
playing
seven
on ball.
seven
On ball
points
guy
a
should
game.
you should get the steals as an on ball guy. Why are you averaging point 0.4 steals and Braden's averaging two? Because he's so much worse than you? No, just shut up. Just shut up.
In a way better Big Ten, which let's any final thoughts on that? I just shut up, Rafe. You're an
Shut
idiot.
up, Rafe. But at the same time, it just upsets me because like he could be a
Yeah.
beloved figure. I think he
I
was
mean,
when he first came out and started doing this stuff. It was like, oh,
yeah,
we got Robbie announcing games. He's on Big Ten Network. We're taking over everything.
yeah.
And then he just turned it into like he's going to be the heel for Purdue, and I don't get it.
Yeah, I'm done with him. He'll never come back in my book. He's on Bardo status.
Yeah,
Don't care
really.
for him. Courtney Green, Bardo, and Rafe. Can't
Well,
stand him.
and that damn Yahoo news lady that said
Oh,
Edie was the biggest flop of all time.
Kristen Peak, dude. Now
Hmm.
she got transferred down to high school, so
Well, it's where she belongs.
well, maybe middle school.
Yeah, I was saying
What a
she should be
dumbass
doing biddy ball.
idiot. Yeah, maybe church league. Um, anyways, we'll move on. That was fun. Let's dive into the Kentucky scrimmage. Initial thoughts.
My first thought is, I've watched a couple of these scrimmages. I watched Alabama, I just watched the Michigan one. I've watched a couple others. What I've noticed is a lot of these teams look really slow and out of it for the first half of the game. These good teams, like they're just not ready for basketball yet. I'm interested to see if Purdue looks better early, because I think we should be more ready than any team in the country. We have the same guys from last year. Like we should be continuity wise great. Now, that all being said, to say this, Painter is going to put in some crazy lineups, and I'm super excited for it. I think we could see a Clough and Jacobson lineup. I think we could see a Smith, Meyer, Lawyer lineup. I think we could see some weird lineup. I think we could see a CJ, Jakari, West lineup. Just super defensive. Like I think we're going to see some wild stuff in here, and I'm excited for that. Really, I don't care about whether we win or lose. I think with them not having their best player in and Jaden Quaintance, I really think that we're going to win this game on accident, without even really trying. Part of me believes Painter doesn't want to win this. Part of me believes the players are the ones in the game and they want to go show everybody that they're that much better than everyone.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
Braden wants to come in and play about 21 minutes of this game, which is about what he'll probably play, and put up 15 assists. Like TKR wants to come in and play his 20 minutes and score 28 points and just dominate. Um, at the same time, I'm really excited to see guys like Benter and West, who the more I've gone into this season, the more I've thought these guys aren't going to get to play this year. There's Painter's talked about it now. I've heard multiple times in the last couple weeks. You can't play 10 to 12 guys. He's just said it. You got to play eight, maybe nine max. And that means these guys, as good as they might be, are the odd men out. Now, they'll get junk time here and there, but on a regular basis, it's just not going to happen. West is maybe the exception. I think he could work his way into it from what I've heard. Painter seems to love him. He seems really good. But I'm very excited about this game. Don't care who wins. Think we're gonna win. Think Kentucky's just got a lot of youth, a lot of transfers, and probably just can't stay in an organized game this early in the year with Purdue.
Yeah, that's a good take. I think we'll be a lot more disciplined. A lot of them will be playing hero ball. That's the type of team that they look like, more of like a one-on-one break you
Yeah,
down, not run a set offense. And I think they're going to be looking to run and gun. They are huge, however. They
they're
picked
big.
up Diabate from Alabama. I mean, he was a role player last year, but he's a junior now, 6'7", 220. That's a big boy. Otega Owe is a senior, 6'4", 220 guard. That, I mean, with him and Jakari, they'll be bumping heads if they're on each other. That, and like, he averaged 28 minutes a game last year, 16 points a game, so he'll be coming to play. They got Denzel Aberdeen, 6'5", senior guard from Florida. He was playing, he played 39 games for Florida last year, got a natty. I mean,
Yep, knows how to win.
he'll be coming to play. Let's see. I brought up Brandon Garrison just because he's a junior from Oklahoma. He came from Oklahoma State in 23-24. Played last year, got 17 minutes a game. He's 6'10" as a forward. I mean, it's going to be hard for us to match up with them. They've got Cam Williams, um, sophomore, 6'8", 205 guard. I mean, that's he played at Tulane last year and he averaged 9.3 points a game. So that'll be a huge jump into bigger competition for him. But 6'8", 205 guard, it's gonna, I mean, players like that, that's a lanky slasher right there. And I'm guessing he can put the ball on the deck. So it'll be an interesting matchup, man, just to see where we're at. And obviously paint always molds teams. I mean,
Yeah, I'll hit on a couple guys real quick that you didn't mention that I think are going to be big impact guys for this team. Malachi Moreno is a freshman. I was talking to you about this before. A very, very high rated freshman prospect, 7-footer, big boy, 250. Had crazy stats in high school. Now, 7 feet in high school is going to do that for you, but he averaged 21, 15, 3.5 blocks, 3.5 assists. So the guy obviously has good hands, good movement. Think he could be a big. He'll probably play a lot in this game, being a freshman. So it'd be interesting to see him going up against guys like, because he's a big boy. I mean, 250 is no small guy for a 7-footer. He'll be going up against the Clough and the Jacobson because I'm interested to see how Clough and Jacobson work in this. But him and then Jalen Lowe comes
yeah, I
from
forgot.
Pittsburgh.
Small
Jalen Lowe
guy.
from Pittsburgh, short guard, 6'1", but was very, very successful at Pittsburgh. Averaged 16, almost 17 points a game, 4.5 rebounds, 5.5 assists, 2 steals. I mean, he was one of 8 players to average 16.5 points, 4 rebounds, and 5.5 assists. Scored in double figures 26 times, top 20 points 10 times, had 5 or more assists in 19 games. I mean, he was very, very, very good. And I don't know if he's for sure running the point for them. I have to imagine he's going to be a heck of a player and somebody that a lot of guys aren't going to recognize because he played for Pittsburgh and who the heck pays attention to Pittsburgh anymore. But the guy's a stud and he could legitimately be the game changer for that team. Um, he's also, a junior. He's a little bit older. He's got some experience. So I don't know. That's one guy I would keep an eye out for. Um, Jaden Quaintance won't be in this game. I think Kentucky, honestly, is a Final Four level team when they have everybody, especially by the end of this year when they're gelling. Like, so I don't want people going to this game going, "Oh, we should win this easily," because really, this is a high level team. We're not playing, even to me, like I just watched Michigan. This isn't a Michigan. This is a team with legit talent, um, also legit transfers and some homegrown guys. So like they've got it all. They're probably not there yet. It's a mesh thing. Like very, very few teams are going to be like Purdue where we're already there.
Can
Um,
Pope mesh his team though? We saw with Pope, he had all the talent in the world last year.
yeah, well, and that's the same thing with Dusty May. Like with Michigan, like can you take these guys or Brad Underwood? Can you
Brad
take the
Underwood.
guys and mesh them together? Because that's the hard part.
Yeah.
Underwood had all the talent last year. He just couldn't make it work.
Yeah,
You
some of
know,
these guys are recruiters,
oh, they're
and
great.
they've got a
Yeah,
big checkbook.
salesmen. They're
Yeah,
salesmen. They're
yeah.
great salesmen. Some of the best salesmen probably on planet Earth,
Mm.
to have this kind of job. I mean, you got to think you're selling a kid a dream, that you know is more than likely not coming true. And you also got to sell it to his family. So I mean, it's not an easy job, obviously, but um, we're lucky we have a coach who approaches it more from a let's be honest about it, let's be logical about it, let's talk about it. Like I just listened to him tell the story on a podcast about Braden Smith recruiting him. He's like, I told the guy when they were asking like, what happened, this off season and the conversations you have with him. He goes, listen, what am I going to say to him? Where's he going to have it better? We're going to be the number one team in the country. He plays every minute, gets the ball in his hand whenever he wants. We tell him nothing except for to shoot more. What more would a kid want? The fan base loves him. He's a legend. He's going to break records. And he's like, when he came in, I told him the same thing. He asked me, am I going to be able to play or should I go to a smaller school? And I told him, if you're the best guy at the position, you're going to play. And ever since he walked on campus, he's been the best guy at his position, and he's played. And um, I want to make sure everybody realizes that doesn't pay attention to Kentucky that the last couple of years Kentucky teams that have been down, I think this is their fight back. This is their year coming back. They have a little bit of everything you need to be great. They have this point guard's great. They have some big guys. They have a lot of size, and they have some guys that can really put the ball in the hoop. Now, Jaden Quaintance being gone is a big deal for them because he's probably their go-to guy. But you're going to see in this game that they got plenty of options. But hopefully we see that Purdue has even more options.
Yeah, I would say that's a good breakdown of the scrimmage. Um, let's go through your predicted starting five for the scrimmage and what you think will be for Evansville. What do you think they'll be different?
Yes. Yes. I've been harboring this theory, and it got confirmed today by a couple different videos I watched, podcasts. One was Sleepers, one was another one. Um, there's a chance that they're just hiding Omer, um, because you don't see him in the practice clips. You don't really see much about him. Every time they're asked about him, they're like, "Oh, he's great, but he's not quite there." But then I just listened to one where Newbert had a podcast that came out today. Was talking to Painter, and he gets through. Painter goes through every player on the team, every player, and he gets done. He goes, "I think that's everybody." And Newbert goes, "Except for Meyer," and he goes, "Oh yeah, yeah, Omer." Like, how do you leave? You know that's the guy everybody wants to know about, and you left him out intentionally. You talked about Benter, West, everybody except Omer, and then he gets Omer and he goes, he's a heck of a player. Now we're teaching him how to play two ways and teaching him how to play multiple positions because that's how he's going to be the best pro." And I'm going, wait a second, you're talking about this guy already as a freshman being a professional basketball player, but yet he's the last guy you mentioned. Like something is going on that feels sneaky to me, that's like he's not ready yet, but wait till January. Like that's my mindset. Like he's not ready yet. He hasn't learned all the offense. He's kind of going to come in games and probably be out of position, which makes Painter very angry. He seems like a super ADD guy, like where if he gets home and there's a pin out of place, he's going to freak out. Um, and Omer's going to be in the wrong place a lot. But I think by January he's going to be great. So, okay, to answer your question, sorry, that was a long tangent to say this. My starting five in the scrimmage is Braden TKR Fletcher, of course. I think Jacobson starts this scrimmage, and I think CJ Cox starts. So it's going to be Braden, CJ, Fletcher, TKR, and Jacobson. I think the first game of the season, obviously Braden, TKR, Fletcher, going to be the guys. I think Cox starts. I think it's either it's his till he loses it type of thing. And then I think Clough starts the actual first game of the season. That's kind of the only flip would be the five spot. Now, what I'll also say, I think the guys who finish the game will not be the guys who start the game. First, I think Clough will always finish the game. I think if it's not Clough, it's TKR at the five. But I don't necessarily
Gotta
think that's
disagree on that.
well, and that's fine. Yeah, you'll get to say yours too here. I mean, I don't. I just think that Clough is going to be the guy at the end of games. He's just been there. He's more veteran. I think that you're going to see Jakari or West at the end of games because West one is a better ball handler than CJ or Jakari. That's already been said by Painter multiple times. And I think West gives you that. Like he's been talked about from a defensive standpoint that he can guard a lot more positions because of his wingspan is so huge. So anyway, that's my starters for the scrimmage. That's my starters for the first game. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, you said TKR at the 5. I don't believe that ever will happen this year. We have too much size not to run somebody down. We've seen it with Painter when he's got a guy, even if they don't have hands. When we have Matt Harms, the dude played way more than he should have just because he's huge.
Yeah,
Isaac Haas, he wasn't that great. I mean, say what you want. I
brick
love
hands.
Isaac Haas. Dude couldn't catch a pass. He's all over the floor all the time. I Painter loves size. He loves to
Loves
beat
it.
you down. He wants us to kill you inside. So I'm gonna say DJ does start just because of knowing the offense better. Clough will probably be in within 7 minutes,
Yeah, I
six
think I
minutes.
think whoever doesn't start there is first sub.
Yeah. I think they'll be in and out quick so they're not gassed. And then I do believe Clough takes over beginning of the year. I DJ's coming off the injury, man. It's
Yeah,
like, yeah, you put on this weight. Are you game ready? Are you Big Ten game ready? Are you Texas Tech game ready? Because you're not guarding, freaking Benter in practice or one of our,
Sam
walk on
King.
guy. Yeah, Sam King. You're not guarding him. He's not guarding you. You're gonna get beat on. Just like we saw last year when he got injured. They were hanging all over him in that
Well, look
Notre
at
Dame.
Edie for 4 years. I
Yeah.
mean,
You
that guy's
what?
got scars that'll never go away.
You're probably 7'5", so yeah, you're gonna get 8 on. He's gonna have to put on more weight too. He's already put on a bunch of weight. He looks way more stout than he did last year. But yeah, I think it'll be CJ, Braden, Fletch, TKR, and then I'm gonna go with DJ for the scrimmage and Clough to start the year. Just the same. I mean, it's what it is. Maybe DJ keeps it.
I think to me, like kind of like you said, I think DJ's 1 year away from being like I think DJ is a potential All-American 2 years down the road.
Yeah.
I think right now he just doesn't. He might have gained some weight, but he still doesn't have that physicality. And I think in some of these early games, Evansville and Eastern Illinois, I think he might go crazy. But when it gets to Big Ten time and at night in and night out, you're just getting blasted. I think it's going to be Clough, and DJ will be that. Oh, Clough's got to come out. Now you're going to come in and get a shot blocker.
Yeah.
Probably with a bigger lineup. I would say that that could be like when you might see even like a Murphy or Benter at the 3. Um, like we're instead of playing Lawyer, who's kind of a weaker guy, playing one of those other guys who still aren't great defenders necessarily. They're just bigger bodies.
Yeah.
I could see that happening.
Yeah, I think DJ runs with the faster lineups because I don't think Clough gets up and down like that, and I think DJ can fly and he can fill lanes, and I think he'll be an Edie running behind the play, Braden oops. Edie was good at that. He was good at coming in behind the play, posting up right off the bat. I think DJ can get those too. I mean, running with CJ maybe. Maybe Omer. I don't know. It's hard to tell what the lineups will be this year, honestly.
It is crazy because like I was writing it down yesterday and was like, okay, assume those 4 guys at the 2 spot, the 2 guys at the 5 spot, right? That's 6 guys for 2 spots. Then you still have Braden, Fletcher, TKR. That's 9. That does not include Liam Murphy, Jack Benner, or Raleigh Burgess. That would be 12. You're not playing 12. You're not playing 9. You're probably playing 8. Maybe a ninth that plays 5 or 6 minutes a game. But if I do the math on that, I'm going either Omer or West or Jakari or CJ. Of those 4, 2 are going to get real minutes. I don't know who. Of I think the 2 5s will split equally. TKR, Braden, and Lawyer, and then your backups are going to probably be of the okay. So they got those two guys. The other two are going to split 10 minutes. Whether that's Weston Omer, whether that's Jakari and whoever that is, they're going to split 10 minutes. And then Riley's probably not playing. He could redshirt, honestly. They can still redshirt him.
He already
Now,
did.
no, he didn't redshirt last year.
He didn't.
No. So that was my next question I was going to segue into. Do you think that we redshirt anyone this year? Do you think we redshirt West and Burgess? What do you think happens as far as the redshirt go? I just heard a rumor, and this is probably crazy. Actually, it is crazy. There's a possibility Omer could redshirt. Why that would ever happen, I have no idea. It sounded like a stupid thing that was told to me. Um, but let's just go. Those are the potentials, right? You could redshirt Omer, Antoine, or Riley. Do you think any of them redshirt, and if so, who?
No,
No. Okay.
no. I
Because
think you have them available, man. I
yeah,
think,
it's all in here.
God forbid, dude. Nobody thinks about injuries. They fucking happen. We've
Hell yeah.
been lucky.
TKR gets injured. What are you gonna do?
We've been lucky as hell, and I think Riley, from what I've seen, looks ready to ball.
He looks better.
His body looks better. He's catching passes. He doesn't look goof trooped. And the dude can stroke the three. I mean, so you say, God forbid, fucking TKR sprains his ankle or something. He's out
Yeah.
for 3 games, you know, with how he moves and how he jumps and how people get under him. It can happen. I don't want it to happen. That'd be the fucking worst thing I've ever seen. But
Dang, F-bombs flying over here,
sorry,
bro.
dude. I get
Getting
passionate about
hyped,
it.
dude. Getting
Yeah,
hyped.
but it's
I
like,
feel it.
God forbid it happen, but we've been really blessed.
Well, and what was TKR's biggest problem last year, other than like defense?
Ooh, I don't
Foul
know.
trouble.
Fouls, yeah. Gotta have a
I
backup
mean,
for him. And I don't
even if
know.
he
People
even
are
if he's not
high
playing the
bench.
five this year, TKR playing these like games where he's gonna play a slashing four. I'm sorry, he's not great laterally. He could get in foul trouble like 2 fouls in 4 minutes. Boom, now you gotta bring somebody in.
And people are
I don't
hopping
think
Benter at the four, but I really think Riley plays above Benter at the four. He already played
at the
last
four,
year.
dude. How do you play a 6'6" Benter at the four
That's
against some of
everybody
these
keeps
teams?
saying it, dude.
Michigan and Illinois are like Illinois is going to be playing 2 7-footers.
Yeah, I mean,
Benter cannot guard it. Now they can't guard him either, but it doesn't matter. He can't guard them.
why are people saying it so much then? I mean,
I
I
think
hear all
because
the big names saying it. Craig's saying it. Freaking Sleepers is saying it.
I think the reason that it's being pushed so hard is that Painter and the staff has said they're going to find a way to play him, and that's the only path anyone sees. I think if anything, he plays the
Three
three, like
minutes. Yeah.
three, like he might play. We might go small very, very rarely, like end of half type of stuff. Like last 3 minutes of the first half, we're going to try to go on a 15-0 run. But he's not playing the four in real meaningful minutes. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts, dude. He's what? He's 6'6".
He's 6'6" and he's not good defensively.
Yeah.
Like that's never been his MO. Now, you could play him and play like a DJ Benter, Lawyer, Omer, Braden lineup and just go, we're going to score 100 points
Yeah.
like in 5 minutes. Like it's going to be nuts, but we're going to get almost zero rebounds because DJ is not a good rebounder. Anyway, we're going off on a tangent, but that's kind of where my head's at. Like only 8 or 9 guys are going to play on this team regularly. Early in the season, it'll be different. That's going to be the overreaction. Guys are going to play early, and then when it really gets into the meat of that, when the Big Ten season starts, those 2 December games followed by those 3 big weekend games in a row, that's when we're going to find out who's really going to play on this team. I think even that Maui tournament, I think we're going to see some weird shit still. I just don't think we're going to see who's really the top 8 or 9 until that stretch in December and then January. I mean, it's like that every year. We just got to hope and pray we don't get any severe injuries.
Yeah.
Like we can deal with some injuries. We're lucky in that way, but we can't deal with a Braden or a TKR, even a Fletcher. He gets undervalued a lot, but
He's the leader.
his leadership and knowledge of the system is so unaccounted for in statistical ways. Like Fletcher Lawyer is the leader of this team, regardless of what anyone wants to say. Maybe not the statistical leader, but on the court, that's the guy that's giving direction.
He's
He's the
nasty in
quarterback.
late shot clocks too. If you watched last year,
Oh,
he
Lawyer, you never has Lawyer ever
got
taken a
scared.
shot and you were like, man, I wish he wouldn't have taken that.
No, I
The only
wish
thing that ever happens with
shoot
lawyers, you go,
more.
shoot it.
Yeah.
Like,
Stop pump faking.
all I want him to do is shoot it. Like I want him. He takes what 7 or 8 shots a game. I want him to take 12 to 15. The
Yeah.
guy rarely misses. His effective field goal percentage is through the roof because he's so good from three.
Yeah. Uh, let's go into your Big Ten first team. I'm gonna make some stuff up.
um,
I don't know the Big Ten that well. I hate the transfer portal, dude.
yeah, it makes it hard, and the Big Ten is very, very guard heavy this year.
Yeah.
I tried to do this slightly positionally. It's not easy. There's not enough good big men. So I obviously have Smith. I have TKR. Donovan Dent. I still am weary on how he translates, but Donovan Dent, Nick Martinelli probably won't make it because he plays for Northwestern, but he is one of the 5 best players in this league. He deserves it. And then Bruce Thornton, I hate to do that because I think the guy's not a winner. I had it between Thornton and Biddle for that last spot. Um, I don't think Biddle's going to be good enough in Big Ten play, but when Shellstad's going to be out these first few months, Biddle is going to eat. He is going to average probably 22 and 15 for the first month of the season. But TKR Smith, Donovan Dent, Nick Martinelli, Bruce Thornton. That's my preseason list. I don't think it's going to be that, but that's what I've got.
All right, that's fair. I'll go right on spot, dude. TKR, Braden, obviously first team Big Ten. I'm gonna go Chad Baker Mazzara.
Okay.
Um, I think if you're 28 years old, 32 years old, you know, you should be
Hell,
balling on the kids, Unc. You should be balling on them
fuck,
kids.
he should be playing in All-Star games.
Yeah, I mean, you should. You're older than Anthony Edwards, man. Come on. I mean,
100%.
you're killing them kids. It's like when my dad used to play against me, you know,
Yeah, dude.
whip my
Bully ball.
ass. Yeah. So I got Baker Mazzara. I'm gonna go Ivisic, um, the taller one,
Yeah.
Tomas. I think it's Tomas.
Hell if
If
I
you,
know.
yeah, I think the one that came where he was at Arkansas, right? Playing for Cal.
Yeah, yes.
So the
You're,
big one, and then who should I go with? You know, I'm gonna throw a oddball in there, Mara.
oh, wow. Okay. I 100,000% disagree with you on a Daymar. I think he's not a great basketball player. He's a 6 man type guy.
I'm going two bigs since you said so guard heavy.
Yeah, you're dead fucking wrong. No offense.
That's
Um,
fine.
I
Give me
love you
my
though.
money when I'm right, bub.
I will. I tell you what, if you hit 5 of 5 there, I will give
I'm
you all
pulling
the monies.
receipts, son.
Good. Coach of the year, who you got?
Come on, bro.
Matt
Why are
Painter.
you even talking about
I
this?
don't think Matt Painter gets it because when you're preseason number one, you never win it because you're expected to be good. There's no way you can exceed expectation. I'm going Danny Sprinkle, Washington.
Sprinkle. I
I
mean,
think I think Washington's going to be way better than people think.
yeah, you may be
Way
right.
better.
Or the newcomer Iowa
Oh,
from
McCollum?
from Drake.
Yeah, I don't think Iowa's going to be good. I think they're Drake. They brought on half the team, and Drake isn't going to be good in the Big
A
Ten.
lot of white guys on that
A
team.
lot of
They
white guys.
might shoot
I
your
think
eye
I
out,
think
bro.
sneaky Maryland's going to be good. That's my sneaky pick. I think that Maryland is going to be a top 5 team in the Big Ten.
Didn't they lose? They lost Julius Reese, Julian,
Yep. Rodney Rice,
Rodney Rice. And then Gale was already gone from there, right? Didn't he came from Maryland, right? To Michigan.
Roddy Gale.
I
I
thought he
think
did.
I think
Maybe
you're
I'm
right.
wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought he did. So I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how they replace what was that dude that went pro? He was a big baller.
Oh,
Uh
Derek Queen.
yeah, dude. Probably one of the craziest guys I've ever seen play live, dude.
Derek Queen.
We sat like on the floor, dude, and that was nuts to watch him
He
work.
is, and he doesn't look like he would be that good. Like he moves kind of weird, but he is just, man, he's good. But
Can't
they picked
stop
up
him.
guys like Elijah Saunders, really good player. Trying to look at who they is. Isaiah Watts is a really good player. Solomon Washington's a really good player. They still have Miles Rice. Pharrell Payne.
Oh, they
Like
have Pharrell. Yeah, he's a big dog.
I'm telling you, they got players. They're old. They've got, let's see, one, two, three, five seniors, three juniors who are probably their best players. They're going to be an old team. Like they also have seven freshmen.
Comes down
Um,
to depth, bub, this year for
yeah,
everyone.
I agree.
Can you hang with Purdue? Because we have 12 guys that could come out and kill you.
See, the thing is, I've tried to stop comparing teams to Purdue because I don't think anybody compares in the Big Ten at least. After watching Michigan today, sorry, it's not the same level. Um, anyway, player of the year. Who's your player of the year?
Bray Dog, you're going. I know where you're going.
TKR, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
TKR is going to be insane statistically. I think he's going to average, this is no crap. I think he's going to average 24, 8, and 5. And I think Braden somewhere is in the 16, 10, and 4. It really comes down to which one do you prefer.
yep.
And then freshman of the year, I have a question here. I'm gonna lead off just because I have a question here. Freshman of the year, and I'm pretty sure it does count. Can I go Daniel Jacobson? Because technically he is a freshman. He was not eligible to win freshman of the year last year. He is a redshirt. I think you can win it as a redshirt. I could be wrong.
I don't know about it.
I'm sticking with it. If I'm wrong, somebody tell me.
I don't know, man. I really don't know if that's a rule. I also don't know a lot of freshmen in the Big Ten. I don't.
Terrible freshman class.
Yeah, I don't. I give me give me DJ as well, man. That's the best I can do.
No, you should have went Anton, bro,
If not, I'll
or
go
Omer.
I'll go West. Yeah. Because I don't
West.
even know what they'll consider Omer.
He's a freshman. He's officially a freshman.
That's just weird, man.
Well, there's also freshmen who are 23 years old, so
So freaking weird.
we're in a weird time in college basketball.
Gosh, dang it. Get it together.
100%. Okay, so um, last thing on the Purdue side, then we'll move on and get this wrapped up. Um, what is your projection? So there's 31 games this year. We just did a projection show on the Locked On Boilermakers podcast. That was kind of an on the spot thing, like figured out. What's your projection? Two questions. What do you think Purdue finishes? There's 31 games in the regular season. What do you think they finish in the Big Ten? And what seed do you think they are going into the tournament?
All right. 27-4. I'm sticking to my guns. I've said this in two different shows. I call 4 losses. I think it's fair. I think with just the brutality of the Big Ten schedule, I think that 4 of the losses are all in the Big Ten.
So 16-4. Do you think that wins the Big Ten?
Yes, easy.
Okay.
I mean, that one at what Michigan State was 15 and
Last year they were 17-3 and won by 3
seven.
games.
Okay, yeah. I mean that
So
16 and it should get it done pretty easily.
I think so. Yeah.
What about you?
What do you think? You think they're a 1 seed?
Oh yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I think they're Midwest 1 seed.
Yeah. I think Purdue goes 28-3. I believe that is 1 game better than they were in 2023. I think they lost 4 games that year. I want to be better than that year. 1 game. I want to be honestly 1 game better than that year, national title game. So I think we finished 28-3. All of those losses in the Big Ten, 17-3. I think that wins it easily. I think second place is somewhere along the lines of either 14-6 or 15-5. I think we handle business. And I definitely think we're a 1 seed. I think we're the number 1 overall seed, unless Houston has a miraculous like season where they go. What do
Here's
you
a
think?
question. I
Yeah.
got one for you. Who's the killer? Edie was always our killer. That is why we won that many games that year. Because there were
Mhm.
games we should not have won that year.
And Edie
There were
just said it's mine.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take over and score 18 this half.
Yeah.
Who is that guy this year? You have to have one.
It's TKR.
Yeah.
I think TKR. I think everyone was so shocked at what he did last year. I think people will be even more shocked at his change this year. I think he will be a literal game changer from all aspects. I think he's going to be a better rebounder. I think he's going to be an insanely good passer compared to what people believe. I think he's going to average 5+ assists a game. I think he's going to average what well over what he did last year, which was 20. I think he'll average 23, 24. And I think there'll be games. I think he goes over 30 points five or more times this year.
Nice.
I really do. I think that he is the number one guy who will benefit from the size, which almost is counterintuitive. I think the big guys being there to distract. I mean, he was going up against 7 footers last year all year long. He's going to be going up against 6'9", 6'8", 6'7", 6'10", guys that cannot guard a guy like TKR. They just cannot do it. Like, because there's maybe 4 guys in the country last year who could guard him. There's 0 this year, in my opinion. He's gotten better. He's bouncier. He is smarter. He's another year forward. I think Braden is going to have this mindset this year that I do not care how much I score. I'm gonna look like the best passer that's ever lived, and I'm gonna break an all-time record. I think the guys around TKR, he was kicking out to Miles and Cam and heck, even First and some of these guys last year. He's kicking out to genuine knockdown shooters everywhere. Um, my claim all year long, until I'm proven otherwise, is going to be that TKR is the National Player of the Year. I think he's going to have one of the most historic seasons in the history of Purdue. I think he'll be somewhere around 24, 25 points, 9 rebounds, 5+ assists. Um, just an unstoppable force at all levels.
Clip it.
Clip it here.
Yeah, I think that's it for basketball.
I think so. I
We'll
think I
look,
think we've fully dived into basketball.
yeah, we'll do a quick college football Purdue preview. Super exciting, very exciting.
I
What's
did
up?
want to say just real quick. Um, I don't know whether or not we'll have a show Monday. Hopefully we will. Our next show, whether it's Monday or next Friday, will come out hopefully before the Kentucky game, and we'll give full predictions on stuff. I know we went through it this game, but we'll give some more predictions on what we're looking at, and then we'll obviously have a reaction video. Maybe we'll do a second one right on Saturday, just of what we saw and some takeaways. Maybe a little shorter video. So when it comes to basketball, that's both of our passions. So we will once basketball season starts, we may get to a point where we're doing little 15, 20-minute preview shows and 15, 20-minute recap shows after all these games. I think that might work better for us. So we'll see what it looks like. But anyway, go ahead and move on.
We're still feeling everything out, man.
Yeah, we're 8 episodes in.
Whoever's watching, thank you. Mid episode, if you're still here, we appreciate it, man. We're figuring out where we're at, where what works for us. We're family guys, so we that comes first always.
Also, I was told my son I would do this. Jameson, if you're this far into the video, happy birthday to you. His birthday is on Tuesday, and wanted me to shout him out on the podcast. He thinks we're celebrities, so
Shout out young JMO. That's my dog.
that's the homie.
Love that guy. Yeah, shout out JMO. Happy early birthday, Chief. I expect an invite to the party. Uh, Friggin' Purdue football plays at Northwestern on the shoreline of Lake Michigan. Outlook is grim.
What was the Magic 8 Ball?
Yeah, I mean, not likely. Shake me up and see what I say. But anyways, 69.4% on the matchup predictor Northwestern. Very similar team to us, actually. Their quarterback, 8 touchdowns, 6 picks. Brown, 7 touchdowns, 7. Maccabee, 402 rushing yards. Theirs has 416. Jackson, our receiving core is so good. They have one really good receiver, Wild. And then our defense, I mean, what can you say that hasn't been said about the Holocaust? Our defense is terrible, dude.
Yeah,
So
it's been bad. It was always bad. It's never going to be good.
yeah, I mean, no matter how you try to spin it, dude.
Yeah, if you support Purdue's defense, you're the devil. Similar to the Holocaust.
You're a Nazi.
Oh boy. Well, this show's getting taken down very quickly. Thank you very much for that. No, real quick, I haven't looked a ton into this game, to be honest with you. I hate to say this, but a big part of me's given up on Purdue football this year. Like I expected exactly what has happened in the first year of a new coach, but also my heart always hopes for more, and I just haven't gotten it. Um, I did see Northwestern's only a 3-point favorite, which is being at home is basically a pick 'em.
Yeah.
Um, that encourages me a little bit. I'm wondering if we'll see any of the backup quarterback play significant downs here. With
Singleton.
Yeah, with Brown just being this guy who throws a pick to every a pick to every touchdown just isn't working. Um, they are a lot like us as far as their spread. They don't pass quite as much as we do. Um, they, their opponents. They barely knocked out Penn State, who's not good, and fired their coach, I believe, the week before that. They barely beat UCLA when UCLA was in a real bad dire straits. They lost by 20 to Oregon. They haven't done anything really spectacular. Of course, neither has Purdue.
They played Oregon tight, bro.
I mean, they ended up losing by 20 though.
Yeah, but it was a close game until the end. I'm
Yeah,
telling
I
you.
mean,
And they're tough. Like James Franklin got fired because of Northwestern.
I agree. Yeah, no, I agree.
They're tough.
But they also got beat 23 to 3 to Tulane. I mean, they're like Purdue, tough to figure out. I
Yeah.
hope I this though, to me, you're in your first year coaching, big guy. You haven't given us a lot to cheer for in the last 4 weeks. Win this game. Like he's been saying it after every loss. It doesn't matter how we look, doesn't matter what we improve, we lost. It all comes down to win and losses. Okay, win the game. Shut up and win the game. Because if you lose this one too, I feel no better about this year than I did last year. I'm
The
sorry.
He's Walters. Again, we're undisciplined. It's the same thing. We get penalties all the time. I don't know if this is fallout from Walters still or what. I mean, obviously bringing 53 guys in to learn a new system is tough, but you know how to run a snap count. You learned it in fourth grade.
Mhm.
You know what on two is. You know what on red is. You know what your motions are. Study the playbook then. I mean, go to your room. Stop going out. Get
I agree,
disciplined.
man.
Omer Mayer discipline, baby. He needs to run a discipline camp for these fools.
Got to be better. Got to just be better. This game comes down to me. I don't even care about previewing it, to be honest, much more. Like, go win the game. I'm sick of
Yep.
all the BS. Like,
Yeah.
win the game or shut up. Like, if you can't beat Northwestern, if you can't beat teams like Northwestern, like Minnesota, we're going to play Rutgers. These are games you have to win as a big time program. And we're not IU. We're not going to pay our coach 20 freaking million a year, 11, 12 million a year. But we are better than what we are. Like
Yeah.
it's still Purdue. There's a level of integrity here. We had Drew Brees. I mean, we're the cradle of quarterbacks. Like, figure it out. Either
Yep.
win this week, or I'm probably done watching. I'm going to the IU game with a buddy, but like, win this week, or I just don't care anymore. I just don't. I'm not going to continue to care for a team at that point that's 2-5 with losses to Minnesota and Northwestern. I'm just not.
Yeah.
I'll move on. I'll wait till next season and hope we're better.
We got some games going now. Braum is beating number two Miami. What the guy that got away, 17-10. Nebraska's down 6-7 in the second to Minnesota. We got LSU Vanderbilt 10 versus 17 tomorrow. Georgia Tech Duke. Georgia Tech's gonna whoop that ass. Oklahoma South Carolina 14 Oklahoma now. Ohio
Oh,
State's gonna
hey, anybody who wants to make a bet tomorrow, take Oklahoma -4.5 because they're coming off a loss and they're about to beat the crap out of South Carolina.
Yeah, I would take that. Ohio State's gonna dog walk Wisconsin.
Yep.
Michigan State at Indiana blowout.
IU 27.5 point favorites. That's so
Michigan
wild.
State's not good, man.
I know, but like think 4 years ago how crazy that number is.
I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
It's so nuts.
A&M, Texas A&M, Arkansas, going to be a blowout. We got a great game in Ole Miss, Georgia. Ole Miss is ranked higher than Georgia. Kirby Smart is coming to play. Kirby Smart is getting a dub tomorrow. Kirby Smart is re-entering the top 7 teams tomorrow.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, Georgia's favored 7.5 in this game. I don't hate taking the Ole Miss line if I'm getting 7.5. But I think Georgia does win this game because they have to win this game.
Don't
They
do
have
it.
to.
Don't take that line.
Yeah, Georgia might win this by 25 or 26.
Yeah.
They have to
Texas,
do it.
yeah, Texas Tech, Arizona State should be 4-2 versus 6-0. I mean, Arizona State, they're coming off of a playoff run last year. Got some pride. Um,
Texas Tech's going to win this game, though.
yeah, I believe so. Memphis, UAB, who cares?
Yeah.
Oregon, Rutgers, dog walking. Washington State, Virginia. Virginia is probably going to win that.
At home, Virginia should win that.
Texas at Kentucky. Who knows?
Texas is going to win. Texas wins out, they make the playoff. Texas loses another game, they're completely out for sure.
I don't like it, but anyway, I don't like Texas this year.
I don't like Texas either, but they have the name. They have Manning on their team. If they win out, they will make the playoff.
We got 11 Tennessee at 6 Alabama. Alabama is going to dog walk Tennessee. Promise. Take
I
whatever
agree.
bet. Buy it up.
I agree. Alabama wins this. Tennessee's out, pretty much out of the playoff contention at that point. But um, in the event Tennessee wins this, if things get interesting in the SEC.
Oh yeah. US a big one. USC Notre Dame.
Winners
USC.
in, losers out.
Yeah, USC is 5-1. They're looking good. Notre Dame has to win this. They are at home, 7:30 game. I expect all the drunk guys to be watching this. South Florida, Florida Atlantic, I don't care. Missouri, Auburn, that will be a good game. They lose close ones all the time.
God, they lose every game close.
Close to good teams, really good teams. Missouri lost a really close one to Alabama last week, so that should be a banger. I would throw that on if I was you. Utah and BYU, the Battle of the Mormons. It's
The battle of whose sister is better looking.
gonna be a lot of soaking going on in Utah tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know who wins this game. I think they both are probably not as good as they are. The Big 12 sucks. I'm gonna go BYU though. It's at home.
BYU,
Utah's favored in this game on the road.
Yeah, I mean Utah is tough, man. They were supposed to be like a top 10 team this year, and then they dropped one, and all of a sudden they're 23. So
Yeah, Notre Dame drops 2 and there's 15th.
yeah, Cincinnati, Oklahoma State. Don't even need to discuss it. Let's go right into our next segment. MLB playoff update.
MLB is getting down to the nitty gritty. Dodgers have all but shored up. The National League, they're up 3-0. The fourth game is happening currently. They're up 3-0 going into the fourth inning. Just chalk that up. Dodgers are going to
Warm up the
World
bus.
Series. Yeah. It was always going to happen that way. The Dodgers kind of fluffed out for about 2 months, but they always had the best team. It's a pay for play in baseball now. I mean, these teams just have so much money. The ALCS, on the other hand, is a heck of a series. Mariners won today to take the lead 3-2. So that will be, I believe, going back to Toronto for Game 6. Toronto will have to win to take it to a Game 7. And one of the best things in sports, regardless if you like baseball, is a Game 7 to make a World Series. There's really nothing better. So you're going to be Dodgers and either Mariners or Blue Jays. Mariners currently have the advantage. So it's going to be a Dodgers World Series, if you ask me. But we're down to the nitty gritty. The Brewers, as you know, I'm a Cubs fan, so the Brewers getting absolutely demolished by the Dodgers makes me happier than just about anything, to be honest with you.
Me likey. That is our MLB playoff update. This day in history, sir. What happened today a long time ago?
We'll start with birthdays because we didn't hit NFL and we're not going to hit NFL, but the Bears play the Saints this weekend. Bears win. They go to 4-2, which is just going to be revolutionary. The Saints are not good. They're 1-5. So if the Bears win, they go to 4-2, and that is pretty exciting as a Bears fan, to be honest with you. We haven't been 4-2 in a very long time. So
Oh, you'd never bring it up. We play in fantasy this week, and
you're gonna destroy me, dude. What? All of a sudden, your team's projected 140 something points. Get out of here, dude.
let go, baby.
I've essentially given up in fantasy. Everybody I pick up gets injured. I've had 3 tight ends. They've all been injured the week I
I'm
got
on a
them.
hot streak right now, baby. I'm on the
They got-
comeback trail. I did it last year too. You remember I was not projected to be in the playoffs. Guess what happened? I
Well,
won
thank
today.
God. Thank God your damn family doesn't collect money up front, or I'd be out more money.
Yeah.
Um,
Colts,
anyway,
Chargers.
Colts and Chargers. Colts are going to win. Anyway, so let's get to history. Birthdays. There's really not a lot of cool people that were born on this day, but one was Mike Ditka, the head coach. That was the head coach of the Chicago Bears when they won their greatest season ever played in the NFL. 1985 Bears won the World Series. Why do I want to say that? We just talked about baseball. Won the NFL, the Super
They
Bowl.
won the World
There
Series.
it is, the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it's called.
That's
If you
what
didn't know, it's called a Super
Kentucky's
Bowl.
about to play against Purdue.
Yeah, they're going to play their Super Bowl.
Super
Anyway,
Bowl.
also this on this date in 1974, almost 50, actually 51 years ago, crazy. Nate Thurmond of the NBA got the first ever quadruple double in the NBA.
Wow.
22 points, 14 rebounds, 13 assists, 12 blocks. They didn't track blocks for a
Jeez.
long time, or else guys like Wilt Chamberlain probably would have done the same
The
thing. But
stilt, baby.
1977, Reggie Jackson in the World Series Game 6 hit three straight home runs in at bats on the first pitch. That's crazy. Um, Three straight home runs in a World Series is crazy. Three straight on the very first pitch of your at bat is just out of control. Probably, I assume, has never been done again. In 2009, Tom Brady had five touchdowns in the second quarter of a game against the Tennessee Titans that they won 59-0, which is just absolutely a belt to ass victory. Five touchdowns in one quarter, though, a record still has not been broken.
Shoo.
That's a lot of touchdowns in a single 15 minutes.
It's pretty dope, man.
Yeah. In 1969, the Dream Kareem Abdul-Jabbar made his NBA debut. Pretty exciting stuff. And in 1967, the Kansas Athletics moved to Oakland, where they would forever be rotted to die as the Oakland Athletics, outside of the one Billy Bean season that was documented in a movie called Moneyball.
Right on. It's very good. First triple double, man. Hopefully we see one this year too.
No, quadruple double.
Quad double. My bad. That's
That's
even more
impressive.
intense. Sorry, I was trying to pull something up. I did not have a quote of the day ready, so
We blind ranking?
oh yeah, I forgot all about it.
Well, why wouldn't you?
I would.
Last week was a pretty big disaster for you, so let's hope we
That's
do better.
it's about
All
enough
right,
of that, pal.
we're gonna blind rank. I came up with these last minute, so if they suck, they suck. Deal with it. Blind rank the five things most likely to happen in order. Stats or things that could happen this year. We did something similar last week in Purdue basketball. These are more statistical driven. Okay.
Okay.
All right. First one, TKR 24 points per game or more.
I'm gonna put that at a 3, start in the middle.
Oh man,
Despicable.
cop out. Omer, 18 or more points per game. Or sorry, 18 or more minutes per game for Omer Meyer
When are we talking?
as a season average.
Okay. 5.
All right. Now I'll give you a little stat behind this. Fletcher, 2.5 or more 3-point field goal attempts made per game. His highest in his career was been 2.1. That was last season.
Yeah, that'll go at number 1.
Oh wow.
That's happening.
Braden, 10 plus assists per game.
2.
And that leaves at number 4. Purdue has the number one offense in the country.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't know that will be.
So we have in order number 1, Fletcher will average more than 2.5 3-point makes per game. Braden will average more than 10 assists per game at number 2. TKR will average more than 24 points per game at number 3. Purdue will be the number one offense in America at number 1, or number 4, I apologize. And number 5, Omar will average 18 or more minutes per game. I actually think most of that's pretty good. I think I would probably move Braden ahead of Fletch. I was shocked that Fletcher's highest ever has been 2.1 per game. The boy needs to shoot it more.
He
Let's
doesn't
just call
shoot
it.
enough, man. Yeah, I mean that's what it was. Is like you just gotta You got to shoot Fletch, and I mean, he doesn't take bad shots. It's
I mean,
hard.
career 40% shooter should be taking 6 to 8 a game minimum. Anyway,
Yeah.
next one. In honor of what we started this show with, you going to the chili cook-off, we're gonna go 5 blind rank chili ingredients. Okay,
Okay. Heck yeah, let's go.
let's start it off. Let's go with hamburger, turkey, whichever you prefer in your chili.
I'm gonna put that at number one. It's a must.
Okay, let's go croutons or
Mm.
whatever you put in there. Not what are those little things called?
Fritos, bro, or
Whatever.
oyster
Your
crackers.
your crunchy mix.
Oyster crackers or Fritos, I will put at a three because I have another ingredient that has to go before that.
Let's go beans.
Yeah, I'll put them at a four. Not, I mean, yes, yes and no. I mean,
Okay.
they have to be there, but
Tomatoes.
V8 juice, dude. Put it at a five.
5. And last but not least, shredded cheese.
Knew it. Called it.
All right, so
Number two.
our top 5 chili ingredients would be from Dalton Brown, hamburger, cheese, crackers, beans, or tomatoes. And tomatoes. I would do everything the same except I would get beans the hell out of there.
Yeah,
If you gave me some chili without beans, I'm a very happy fella.
man, that's tomato soup, pal.
Yeah, but with a little bit of hamburger, cheese, and crackers.
You like potato soup?
Oh, I love potato soup.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'll give
Why
you.
don't they have a potato soup cook-off? Can we start that?
We can do whatever we want.
Dude, that would be sick.
We can literally do whatever we want. It's our life.
Because and instead of this stupid peanut butter sandwich, we give out grilled cheese
Grilled
because
cheese.
it's way better anyway.
I do love grilled cheese. I like a peanut butter sandwich with my chili though, dude.
It is good with chili. I'll give it that. I like to dip it in even when there is beans because
Little
it soaks up
dunker,
all the other stuff.
little dunkaroo.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. I've got the quote of the day. I've been listening to a lot of autobiographies. Obviously, not a lot of sports guys. But this one kind of stuck out to me because it sounded like something that Steve Jobs would have said. It's like Muhammad Ali said, "I am the greatest. I said that even before I knew I was."
Hmm.
And I just think that a lot of people, get jaded or lose their way a little bit in life. And, Arnold Schwarzenegger talked about um, losing self confidence or self belief is your worst enemy in life.
Mhm.
If you don't believe in you, no one else is going to. It's like, yeah, your mom might still, but, I love my mom, but how much does that mean?
Right.
It's like if you don't believe in yourself, it's gonna be hard to get up and go at it every day, dude. This world's hard and you gotta fight. So if you don't have your own back, you're gonna struggle, man. Gonna struggle big time. So I thought that was a good one. I am the greatest. I said that even before I knew I was.
Yeah. I mean, it's manifesting your own destiny. It's kind of what you've been hearing from Painter talking about. Like everybody's asking, "Are you guys talking about it?" And he's saying, "We didn't talk about it enough last year about making the championship, Final Four, whatever." You got to talk about it. You got to speak things into existence to some degree because there is power to that. Like if you put a goal like that, when I was first got into sales, I've been in sales most of my life. When I first got into it, one of the first things they said was get your goals and put them on the mirror you look at every day. Because if you look at a goal every single day, eventually you're either going to hit that goal or you're going to start questioning yourself every time you look in that mirror. Why am I not there yet? What have I not done? Speak it into existence. Believe in yourself even when there's not really any reason to. It's what kids do. Most kids are blindly confident. You know, my daughter thinks she can do things, and I'm like, there is not a chance in hell that's even possible. She's like, I could jump off this roof and do a front flip and land on my feet. And I'm like, you couldn't. She's like, my son says it to me sometimes. Like he just got these SpongeBob pants he really wanted, these freaking pajama pants, and he's like, I ordered them, and it's like kind of off an eBay style site. And he's like, well, they think they'll be here in 2 days. I'm like, there's no chance they're going to be here in 2 days. And he goes, stop being so negative, Dad. Nothing's ever going to happen if you think that way. And I'm like, yes, but no. Like,
Yeah.
there's actually facts behind this. I know it won't be here in 2 days. It's going to be here in about a week. He goes,
Yeah.
not, well, yeah, if you talk like that, I play golf with a guy. His favorite line is, you say something and he says, not with that attitude.
Right.
There's no chance I'm making this putt. Well, not with that attitude.
Of
You
course
know,
not.
it's very much the way life is, dude. Have a positive attitude, believe in yourself, even if there's no reason to.
I'll
Um,
I'll quote some scripture beyond that for all my
yeah, please
Christian
do.
friends. Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. So if Jesus, God says it about you, then why do you not believe it about yourself? Because that
Yeah,
is the truth, my man. And that
that is the
is,
truth.
you should stand on God's truths about you.
Look at your. I always think about this as an adult now. Look at yourself through the eyes of your children, because your children think that you are some sort of superhero.
The GOAT.
Even though you're definitely in your heart, you know that you probably aren't. It doesn't matter. In their eyes, you are. You're everything that is great. You know everything. Somehow you're good at everything, like to them, you
Yeah.
know. And then I always remind myself, but then if I look through myself and through my eyes of my wife, I get the other side.
Yeah. That's
Anyway,
big
you know,
facts.
boiler up. I hope we go. I don't even care how the game goes. I hope I get to see some cool stuff in this scrimmage and some stuff that maybe I wasn't expecting to see.
Yeah. Uh, I feel the same way, man. I'll see you on Sunday, right?
If
You
that's what
said
we're doing.
I don't know. You said something about Saturday and I got all confused. So, um,
Who knows when I'll see you? I'm making pulled pork tomorrow, so if you ever want to stop by after your some point tomorrow or Sunday, we'll be home all weekend. So if you want to
all
stop
right,
by,
maybe tomorrow night.
cool deal.
All right, bud.
Thank you guys. Like and subscribe.
Like
Uh,
and
we
subscribe.
we really appreciate anybody who keeps an eye on us and anyone who came over from the Locked On podcast. Thank you guys. We did
Yeah,
get a couple followers from that, so hopefully you like what you see. And if you don't, tell us in the comments and tell us what you would like to see. We will
bingo.
adjust.
Yep. If it, yeah, give us suggestions. We'll grow. So, see you guys.
Peace out.